Okay, boys and girls, hello. Welcome, 7th grade, to another drawing video. Hope all is well. Hope everybody's having a great week. Hope you're having a little bit of fun with the artistic lessons. Number 2 pencil, large pink eraser. Those are our main tools today. I'm not going to worry about any outlining or coloring until tomorrow, okay? We're going to talk about some more basics related to the actual grade. And I hope you were able to watch the video yesterday where I offered up some techniques related to block and also some script lettering. And I hope you viewed the slides on Monday. And hopefully you're getting a good grasp on how to form these letters, because as mentioned earlier, it's something that will serve you well throughout the remainder of your educational career. I truly believe that. And if you learn how to letter, you will use it continuously. For example, just the other day, we had an online birthday party for my future son-in-law. He wasn't able to be here because he's in the military, stationed in Connecticut, and so my wife made some signs, and my wife's pretty good at lettering, and her signs turned out very, very nicely. So that's just a small example of some things that you can do down the road with your lettering techniques. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just working on a partially begun collage that I prepared for today's lesson. And as you can see, I'm just going over some of the lines to make sure that I have everything in place where I would like it to be. And I purposely left the 3D shadowing and shading off of the R and the K because I figured it would be a good refresher for us all to just kind of revisit how to do all that. So once again, you go to the corner of each letter and you pull down these little 45-degree angles, and then you connect them. I'll explain these circles in a bit. So here I am working on some 3D shadowing. 45-degree angle, 45-degree angle, 45-degree angle there. And then I'm just using my pencil to put those angles together. And if I'm overlapping those circles, I just kind of erase the portion of the circle that has overlapped my shadow. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, before I move on to what the circles are all about, I wanted to mention what to do if you come across some letters that need the centers carved out, so to speak. So on the back of the page here, I put together a capital A, a capital O, and a lowercase d. These are just some random letters that I came up with in my brain. As far as examples of the types of letters that have what I sometimes call donut holes. Okay, for example, the letter A. It's not exactly a donut hole. It's a donut triangle, I would say, because around the skeleton, we have to carve out that little triangle. On the letter O, it's not so much of a donut hole as it is a donut oval. So I'm carving it out. And then lastly, we do have a donut hole in the center of the lowercase d. And then of course you would follow the suggestions from the earlier video, and that is to remove the skeletal version of the letter. And you've got yourself 3 pretty nicely done block letters. Okay, I'm not going to do the 3D shading on these just to save some time. I am going to flip back to the front and explain what these circles are all about. Okay? You don't have to put these circles on your collage. The only reason I'm putting them on mine is to symbolize, to represent that I would like you all to create 6 mini drawings around your name when it's time to finalize your collage. I'm very confident that you'll have no difficulties putting together your name in the center of your page. What I'd like you to be mindful of, however, is to leave space around your name so that you can create 6 mini drawings of things in your life which represent you. So I'm talking about hobbies, interests, likes, favorite things, places you like to visit, foods, brands of clothing, video games. The list goes on and on. Myself, personally speaking, since I'm an artist, I could do any number of things in these little circles. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill up one of the circles today, because it would take forever for me to fill up all 6. I think you guys might fall asleep by the time I would be done filling up all of the circles. I'm just going to do a quick little doodle, a quick little drawing of one of my favorite characters from when I was a kid, Snoopy and the Peanuts gang. I loved them. I loved watching them when I was a kid. It was a big thrill when a holiday would come around and there would be an associated Peanuts cartoon, like the Great Pumpkin, or the Christmas Special, or any number of cartoons that we enjoyed from the Peanuts gang when we were kids. Okay, so I'm just going to make a quick little rendition of Snoopy up top here to show you how quick and easy it is to fill up these spaces. Okay, there's Snoopy's snout, and he's got a real thin neck that holds up his comical face. And this is not going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination, But I wanted to show you something quickly to get your creative minds working and thinking about how you're going to fill up your particular page. And we'll make Snoopy smiling, because he's generally a pleasant fellow. We'll give him a little dog collar down here, and he always has a patch of black on his ear, like so. Alright, so if I were going to develop this further, which I may in a future video, I would probably outline Snoopy, make the lines real nice and sharp and crisp and bold. And since he's white, I would probably darken in the background, because there's an artistic premise that when you have a dark background, or at least a colored background, it will push the object in the item, in the circle, in the picture. It will push it forward to the foreground. Okay, so if you've got a dark background, it'll push the item, the example in your drawing forward. So that's probably what I'll do in the future. Okay, so here's just a couple of reminders before we sign off for the day. To summarize, what I'd like you to have prepared by the end of the week is a nice collage on a piece of paper with your name done in the block or script lettering style in the center of your page. I would like you to leave space around your name so that you could place 6 miniature drawings all around your name, and these 6 miniature drawings or doodles should represent something in your life that represents you. Refer back to earlier in the video when I talked about all the different examples of things in your life that would qualify as examples on this particular collage. Okay? I'm sure with your creative imaginations you'll come up with hundreds, thousands of ideas that I could never even dream of, because your imaginations are so vivid, so wonderful, so filled with awesome thoughts and ideas that my older brain could never keep up. Okay? So I hope you're understanding. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're staying safe. And until next time, this is Mr. K saying happy drawing, and have a wonderful day, 7th grade. Take care now.